Hello everyone. Welcome to Coaching Think Talk. So I'm Life Coach Candee Teng. I'm a professional CACC life coach and a certified mental health coach from Life Coach Philippines. And this is coaching for mindful eating. So this coaching conversation is for people who sees food as life, but who are being challenged by what they eat, which causes them physical, emotional, and mental stress. And my mission is to help 1 million individuals to become mentally fit to heal and recover from their broken identity, broken name, and broken dream so that they can courageously journey outside of their comfortable lifestyle to live a life of stewardship or a life of responsibility. So thank you for joining me live today. And please leave your digital footprints by letting us know where you are coming from today. And please do tag a friend and circulate this video to help us reach more individuals who might be in need of what I'll be sharing for this session. And you may also give some shout outs to people you want to greet and reach out with some inspiring message. If you are watching this on a replay, please do comment hashtag replay. So I am streaming via FB page of Life Coach Philippines and YouTube channel Coach AI-Connect. So if you are new to our platform, please like, follow, and subscribe. Now for my topic this session, again, this is a continuation of Okay, naghang lang ako dun. Okay, so again, this is a continuation of the sweet danger of sugar. So this is part two. So just last week or the last episode, I have discussed about the sweet dangers of sugar, which is commonly cardiovascular health. No, so this time let's look on the other effects of sugar, what sugar can do to your body. So if you know some dangers of sugar for your body, then please do share it with me. Just type it in the comment. Again, I value your feedback, thoughts. And of course, I encourage you. Remember that this is a safe space, so we can just have a good and healthy conversation. So, in case you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Coach Candee Teng. So, again, I'm a professional certified CACC life coach and a certified mental health coach from Life Coach Philippines. So, I am a proud master builder apprentice of Master Coach A. So, this is one of the sessions that we had during our live call, and we just culminated the activity. It is a 7 month long activity, no journey, and it was a beautiful journey. Okay, so I am also a proud scholar of Master Coach's Tribe Speak, a six-step to six-figure speaking career training program, and I am the creator and founder of When Comfort is Not So Comfortable coaching community. And when you talk about comfort, it is not only limited to physical comfort, so this can be your emotional comforts as well, your mental comforts, our patterns, the way we used to do things, mga kinaugalian, mga kinasanayan. Okay. And oftentimes, we all know that growth, change, transformations occurs outside of your comfort zone. Okay, so oftentimes, when you talk about going outside of your comfort zone, again, it is uncomfortable, and you'll be facing so many unknowns, and this can present fears. No, it depends. It can be fear of the unknown, fear of uncertainty, fear of failure, even fear of success, or fear of even rejection, or fear of what other people might be saying to you, especially your family or those who are important to you. So that's why instead of journeying outside of your comfort zone, you choose to remain in your comfort zone. So eventually you become clean with comfort. Okay. And there are people as well who are like me, who grew up very comfortable with pain, that it's as if there's no pain in their life, it's as if may mali, no, there's something wrong. Okay, and oftentimes uh, you are covered by your regrets, by your guilt, yeah, and eventually you feel that you don't deserve to be happy, and you don't deserve to be able to fulfill your dream. Then this group is for you, because oftentimes you just need someone to journey with you. You just need a community, a different community that gets to really value you as a person, that sees what you want as something that is important. So I invite you to join my community. And of course, I am a proud coachee of Master Coaches. So we have been in going for, partnership for 3 years now. And when I came to Master Coach A, I was clinically diagnosed with multiple mental illnesses, and we work on my mental fitness. And one of the clinical diagnoses that I have is eating disorder. That's why we have coaching for mindful eating, because this as well is my journey. Is my journey perfect? No, it's not. I'm still journeying towards mindful eating because I have so many mindsets that I need to really empower and really to be able to transform and change. Okay. And yes, I also have some traumas eating, with eating. So it's very wonderful that Master Kuchi can talk about traumas as well because it helps a lot. Okay, so mindful eating is so much aligned with mental fitness, and it has so much to do with our brain health or our mental wellness. Okay, so if you want to connect with me, this is my page. It's like Coach Candy. This is my group. When comfort is not so comfortable, coaching community. I invite you to join. If you want to connect with me, drop me some personal notes. You want to ask me some few questions. No, you want to know more about my journey, then feel free to connect with me. This is my personal FB account. So I only have this account. There is no other account. So if you see me posting something be a channel of love and hope as you bless or gift someone with a meal from the Cup Coffee Republic. And along with that gift, along with blessing someone with a meal from the Cup Coffee Republic, let your personal message inspire someone today. And let us help you bring light into someone's life this season of pandemic, especially now that people are experiencing discouragement, people are really struggling. It helps when they feel that they are remembered, they are valued, and they are loved. So be blessed all the more for being a blessing. So as we begin, I invite you to get your hashtag pack my bag moment. So your hashtag pack my bag moment are aha moments. Aha, ganyan. Epiphany. So these are lessons, key points, words, statements, sharing, or lessons that resonated with you. And these are things that often speaks to your heart, and for some, it even pinches your heart. So these are powerful realizations. And we usually, when you get this, you say, I'm good, I'm done, I got what I paid for, I can leave. But then again, we are just starting, so I encourage you not to leave. Okay. So I encourage you as well to share your hashtag pack my bag moment on your timeline so you get to bless other people as well, especially your friends that is browsing the news feed. No, eventually they get blessed when they see your hashtag pack my bag moment. And of course, if you wanna put the context so people will know where your hashtag pack my bag moment comes from, you can put hashtag coaching TikTok, hashtag mindful eating, hashtag mentally fit, Phil. Okay, now let us begin. Again, the topic for this episode is the sweet dangers of sugar part 2. Ayan. So what is sugar? Ayan. So these are different forms of sugar. And again, like I said, no, if you want to look into the more about sugar, I have an episode on sugar 101 and carbohydrates, no, that I really talked about that when you talk about sugar, it is not only limited to the sugar, the table sugar that we know, but it actually has a lot to do with carbohydrates as well. So if you want to know more about it, just look at it. Okay. So chances are you already know that eating too much sugar isn't good for you. Hashtag agree, hashtag relate. Ayan. So, but yet, no, you're probably still eating it and overdoing it. Don't worry. So, I'm one, no, I still have the tendency to overdo it. I had a sweet tooth before, no, and sweet tooth is very much, like an addiction. Okay, addiction. And, really learning more about and being educated about mindful eating and how it affects the mental health and how it is actually very much related. It helps so much for me, no, not no longer to have the sweet tooth. I don't have that craving unlike before. No, usually talaga when I get to see cakes, it's as if the cakes are speaking to me and I need to eat it. But now I don't even get bothered by seeing cakes, and I can now control it into ano, alam mo yung tikim-tikim lang. It's just a taste, of a dessert spoon or a dessert fork for it. So I just one, okay, so I can do it now. But then again, no, since sugar is actually an addiction, especially if you're like me who since I was small, I really love sugar. I always eat anything with sugar. Okay, anything that is sweet, I always eat it. So it takes a process, of course. It's a process to be able to get the hang of it. And since sugar is actually a part of carbohydrates and it comes from carbohydrates. Now, my cravings is switching towards carbohydrates, but then again, it's the same thing. Okay, so I'm in that process right now. So the average diet that we have is about usually 270 calories of sugar each day. Did you actually know about that? And that's actually about 17 teaspoons a day compared to the recommended limits of about 12 teaspoons per day or 200 calories. So this can come from sugary drinks if you're used to drinking sugar, flavored drinks. Ayan, this usually have it candy, baked goods, and sweetened dairy. Those even if you're drinking almond dairy or almond milk or what do you call this? There are different soy milk. As long as it is sweetened, it is still a main source of added sugar. Again, there are two types of sugar. It's added sugar and the naturally occurring sugar. Okay, so even savory foods like breads, tomato sauce. I'm one. I really love tomato soup. It actually contains sugar unless it came from its original source. Meaning talagang tomato siya tapos ginawa mo siyang soup, no? Okay, but if it is not, there is usually added sugar. Protein bars can have a lot of sugar, okay, making everything all too easy to end up with a surplus of the sweet stuff. And to complicate it further, no, added sugars can actually be hard to spot on nutrition labels since they can be listed under names of such as corn syrup, agave nectar, palm sugar, cane juice, or sucrose, or anything with OSE, dextrose, sucrose, fructose, ayan. So there are more names for sugar on the graphic that you can see on the screen. Ayan, di ba? May bartado sugar, barley malt, ayan, barley malt. Coconut palm sugar, maple syrup, cane juice, beet sugar is also a sugar. So no matter what it's called, you have to know that sugar is sugar, and sugar, we don't actually need sugar in our diet. It doesn't have any nutritional value for our body, and especially if sugar is already in excess with our health, with our in our diet, it can actually negatively affect your body in many ways. So I will be sharing with you, a closer look at how sugar can actually mess with our health from head to toe. Yes, head to toe. So yung una cardiovascular lang, no. This one, it's a different perspective of Ha, the sweet dangers of sugar. Ayan. So if you see me looking here, I am looking at the press mat kasi nandito po yung TV at mataas po siya. Okay. So I'm sure you can see this in your screen unless you're having a laptop. So if you want to have this resource, feel free to message with me. From the top of our body, there is the brain. And did you know that sugar actually affects your brain? So eating sugar gives your brain a huge surge of a feel-good chemical called dopamine, which explain why you're more likely to crave for a candy bar, for a cookie, for a cake at 3 p.m. No, usually it's in the afternoon. Than an apple, a fruit or a carrot. Ayan. Or yung iba dito may pipino sticks. They use pipino or cucumber as their snack, no? Because whole foods like fruits and veggies don't cause the brain actually to release as much dopamine as sugar. And your brain starts to need more and more of it, okay? More and more of the sugar to get that same feeling of pleasure. And then again, I have this sweet tooth, no? Sweet tooth, sugar addiction. I had this episode as well. You want to be able to look at it because sugars triggers the pleasure and reward part of our brain, which is the same as how cocaine works or how drug users brain works, no? Ganun yan natitrigger yung brain natin. So this can cause the gotta have it, no? Yung kailangan ko talaga whenever you feel that you need it, you just got to have it because it gives you that dopamine rush, no? It gives you that high, it gets you that somehow that happiness, no? Feelings for you. And even after dinner, since sino po guilty dito nagde-dessert and ice cream, that is actually so hard to tame. And since it affects your body, it affects as well your mood because again, dopamine is a mood. It's one of the mood hormones, no? Even the occasional candy or cookie can actually give you a boost. Ano, a burst of energy, which we call sugar rush or sugar high. And by raising your blood sugar levels fast, as in bigla, ano, when your levels drop as your cells absorb the sugar, you actually feel jittery and anxious. So this is the sugar crash. Yung pag-crash ng sugar, okay? But if you're reaching into a candy jar, no, too often, or a cookie jar, or bars of chocolates, ayan, kung ano man yung, whatever that sweet that sugar is in its form, no, sugar starts to have an effect on your mood usually beyond 3 p.m. slump. Usually, if you're eating food that is high on sugar, you can really witness this by 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Usually, the body goes into a slump, no, bumabagsak siya. And studies have linked a high sugar intake to a greater risk of depression in adults. Okay, in adults, hindi pa naman sa bata, adults pa lang. So again, I'm looking at the infographic. Okay, I'm going to read it for you. So, researchers at UCLA have found that fructose may actually damage your memory and slow your learning process. And result studies indicates that sugar can affect connections in the brain and a detrimental effect on these functions, while the study also found that omega-3s can help negate those effects. Your best bet is to avoid sugar altogether because you can actually eliminate really sugar in your diet because your body doesn't need it. Okay. Now, next, di ba? Saan next nun? Siyempre sa teeth, no? So, teeth, sa mouth, it creates actually breeding ground for bacteria. Okay. So, di ba palagi, I don't know if you've heard this, no? But, uh, they always say that candies actually destroy your teeth, no? And sugar destroys your teeth. If you've heard it, nasabihan ka na niyan. Ako ay palagi ako nasasabihan niyan, no. And if you're actually someone who used to love eating when you were a kid, no. 'Di ba parang, "Ha, 'di naman totoo 'yan." Feeling mo hindi totoo, no? But it is actually true. Your parents are right, and whoever said that to you is actually right because can rot or sugar can rot your teeth. Ayan, so bacteria that cause cavities love to eat sugar lingering in your mouth after you eat something sweet. So even if you brush, floss, and rinse, eating sugar may be doing some serious damage to your teeth and gums because eating sugar increases the acidity in your mouth, creating a perfect environment. Nako, for bacteria. And the increase, of course, bacteria can wreak havoc on tooth, enamel, and cause plague and gingivitis. So, yun po siya. And then, of course, the next one is your joints, okay? Hard joints, and it actually increases inflammation, okay? So, your joints. So if you have joint pain, just like me, I have this, here's more reason to lay off the sugar. So eating lots of sweets has been shown to worsen joint pain because it actually causes inflammation, and they cause inflammation in your bodies. And studies show that sugar consumption can actually increase your risk of developing rheumatoid arthritis. Oftentimes, no, we link arthritis with beans and fried stuff, but but sugar as well contributes to it. Okay, so chronic inflammation caused by processed sugars have and other refined carbohydrates, some of it like rice and bread, like especially the white ones, okay, has been shown to have various negative effects on your body, from increased risk of heart disease to muscle and joint pain. So like I discussed last week, um, it contributes to heart cardiovascular disease. And moving on, actually, it damages your circulatory system, and it has a high risk for heart disease. It actually affects your heart as well. So when you eat excess sugar, the extra insulin in your bloodstream can affect your arthritis all over the body, and it causes their walls, no, to get inflamed. Again, sugar is inflammatory, okay, and it grows thicker than normal and more stiff, and this actually stresses your heart and damages it over time. And this can lead to heart disease like heart failure, heart attack, and stroke. So part ang sugar dito. And research also suggests that eating less sugar can help lower blood pressure, which is a major risk of heart disease. Okay, so plus people who eat a lot of sugar, where at least no 25 of their calories come from added sugar, are twice as likely to die of heart disease as those whose diets, no, include less than 10% of total calories from added sugar. Ayan. So over the years, saturated fat has earned notoriety, no, notorious siya as a cause of heart disease. But again, new research is showing that sugar has a big impact on your heart as well. Okay, so again, if you want to concentrate on the cardiovascular diseases brought about the sugar, you can watch the episode, the first part of this sweet dangers of sugar. Then, of course, next is your skin. Wala siya dito, but yes, I want to discuss the skin. No? So another side effect of inflammation is from sugar is that it may make your skin age faster, and excess sugar attaches to proteins in your bloodstream and creates harmful molecules called AGEs or ages, okay, or what we call advanced glycation end products. So yun yung AGEs. Okay. And these molecules do exactly what they sound like. Do they age your skin, kaya siya ages, di ba? Ang galing. So they have been shown to damage collagen and the elastin of in your skin, yung elasticity ng skin natin. Kaya, di ba, bumabagsak yung skin natin. And it's actually, no, protein fibers, yung elastin and collagen are actually the protein fibers that you need to keep your skin firm and youthful. So the result is you get wrinkles and saggy skin. And of course, since there is inflammation, sugar causes acne as well, or pimples for some, no? Okay. For some like me, I don't get acne, but I do get pimples from time to time. Okay. But others, it's one of the causes of acne. Next is your liver, okay? So an abundance of added sugar likely contains, of course, fructose or high fructose corn syrup, and fructose is processed in the liver, and in large amounts, no, it can actually damage your liver. And when fructose is actually broken down in the liver, it is transformed into fats. So eventually, in this case, no, this is what you call non-alcoholic fatter, fatty liver disease, or MALFD, because oftentimes when you talk about liver, people just associate this with alcohols, no, but no, you can actually get this from fructose. You can get this from sugar. It's what we call non-alcoholic fatty liver. So this is seen as excess fat buildup in the liver. Okay. So isa siya, 'di ba? So yung non-alcoholic fatty liver or steatohepatitis. Okay, is a fatty liver inflammation and steatosis, which is scarring of the liver. So it causes scars in your liver, and scarring eventually cuts off blood supply to the liver, and many of this develop into cirrhosis, and and you will eventually need a liver transplant. So malamang no, ayaw naman natin yon. And then, of course, the next one is your pancreas. So when you eat, your pancreas actually pumps out insulin. So ito na yung masaya. But if you're eating way too much sugar and your body stops responding properly to insulin, your pancreas starts pumping out even more insulin. So eventually, your pancreas gets overworked and will break down, and your blood sugar levels will rise, setting you up with, we all know this, type 2 diabetes and, of course, heart disease. Okay, and the next one, of course, is your kidney. It affects your kidney. So if you have diabetes, too much sugar can actually lead to kidney damage as well. So magkakakabit yan. If you really look into it, magkakakabit yung mga um, what sugar really does to your organs, no? And the kidneys actually plays an important role in filtering your blood. So once your blood sugar levels reach a certain amount, the kidney starts to release excess sugar into your urine. If left uncontrolled, diabetes can actually damage your kidneys, which prevents them from doing their job in filtering out waste in your body, and this can lead to kidney failure. Nako, 'di ba? Ang dami talaga niya. And of course, we all know that sugar affects your body weight. So this probably isn't news to you. It is not new to you. But because the more sugar you eat, the more you actually weigh. And research shows that people who drink sugar sweetened foods or sugar sweetened beverages or drinks tend to weigh more and be at a higher risk for type 2 diabetes than those who don't. So one study even found that people who increase their sugar intake gained about 1.7 pounds in less than a month. Gumanda na ako kasi guilty ako doon. But I'm not before no in the beverages, but I'm really more on into the food. Okay. So excess amounts of sugar can inflame fat cells, causing them to release chemicals that actually increase weight. And we all know when it comes to weight, no, especially when you go towards the side of obesity, we all know how obesity affects our health, our overall health. Okay. So, um, I would just love to uh, read this as well. No, it actually affects your stomach because it increases your appetite. So, well, while it's true that sugar is little more than it is actually empty calories that have a tendency to add up on the extra pounds on the scale. Researchers are also finding that it may trigger that you eat even more calories. So there is a preliminary study out of Yale. They found an evidence that fructose may actually increase appetite by interfering with the body's satiety hormones, yung satiety levels natin. Okay, so it actually affects it. So those are the sweet dangers of sugar from head to your toes. Okay, so these are just some of it. So the question is, what can you do? Okay, so if you feel that you are in a risk of developing any of this, of course, or you have assessed that you're actually high on added sugars, now what can you do? Of course, here you can cut out added sugars. Ayan. So in this info sheet, you can see no that actually for women and kids, it's actually 60 spoons only of sugar or 25 grams of sugar or 100 calories of sugar. And for men, it is said that the normal should come from only 9 teaspoons or 36 grams of sugar or 150 calories or less. Okay, so this are the recommended daily limit for added sugar. And of course, you always want to watch out, no, where to watch for added sugars because it can come from your sugary drinks. Sweetened breakfast cereals is a good culprit of this, no. So breakfast and energy bars, granola, yeah, granola is really sweet, okay. So granola and muesli, hot and cold cereals, yogurt, especially the sweetened yogurt, but if it's Greek yogurt, no, there's not much because in Greek yogurt talagang plainly yogurt siya. It doesn't have any added sugars, okay? And you want to be able to look into your smoothies. Again, you want to go get away from your syrups and your sweets. So syrups, honey and molasses, jelly, jam, and spreads, drink mixes, and candies. Ayan. And frozen treats. Ayan. Sino po mahilig dito sa frozen treats? Ayan. Ice cream. Even gelato, kahit na mas healthy yan compared to ice cream, it is still a form of added sugar. Get frozen yogurt, popsicle, sherbet or sorbet, frozen desserts. Okay, and of course we all know the sweet baked goods, which is your sweet rolls and breads, cakes, cookies, and pies. Donuts and pastries. Sino po mahilig dito sa donuts? Okay. Snack foods like any snack food. That's why it's called actually junk food. No? When you talk about snack food, this can be potato chips because again, sugar comes from carbohydrates as well. And of course, dessert. So how can you actually avoid them? You always want to be able to check out the nutritional labels, the nutritional facts and the ingredients. And you want to be able to, as if you can avoid sugary drinks and food, it is better. But if you cannot, then you want to be able to limit it. And you want to be able to replace your candy and desserts with naturally sweet fruits, okay? And you want to make items at home with less added sugar. So this is from Sweet Leaf. So I am actually before no, before the Citadel Slim Syrup, I am actually a subscriber of Sweet Leaf. This is actually my stevia. This is my sweetener. So it is a natural sweetener, but I have switched no into Citadel Slim. So we have this in Teacup Coffee Republic. So Citadel Slims has it is as well a plant-based sugar replacement. It is plant-based sugar replacement. It comes from erythritol. So this has been around since 1990 plus pano, and it actually it's not only a sugar sweetener or sugar replacement, but it actually has good effects on your health as well. So hindi lang siya nagsasubstitute, but it has a good effect on your health. And of course, we have insulin wine in our products, and as well, no, insulin tea. So this helps with the insulin levels and even people with type 2 diabetes who takes insulin wine and insulin tea has shown no their sugar levels dropping down. Okay, dropping down. So we have a case from I think 300 or 500, it dropped down to 90 plus. Okay, so it is very effective. It is FDA approved. It has ongoing IPO, so it is the first insulin wine in the world, and we and Philippines, it is proudly Filipino. So maganda to, no? We get to support our very own product, and it has pending international FDA as well. So I have been incorporating this in my diet, and just in case if you don't know how it works, no, it lowers the insulin level. And of course, if you already seen, I'm sure now you've already seen, it actually protects your kidney health, your liver health, and it helps aid in weight loss because it controls the sugars, and it it helps eliminate the sugar pangs, no, yung sugar the sugar the sugar tooth. Okay, it helps it helps eliminate the sugar cravings. It is very effective. I've been using this as well. Okay, so that's it for our session for this episode. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to connect with me. And of course, I'd like to invite you. So I have this program. It is the Health and Vitality Breakthrough Coaching Package. Okay, so this is a 6 months micro coaching program with me. Okay, and As I end this conversation, that we invite you to be part of what we are doing as professional certified life coaches. We have the B Learning, no? So if you are not yet a smart holder of B Learning e-card, and you are still, of course, missing the perks that we are enjoying, and today is the best time for you to take action. So we just finished last week, no, last Saturday, about the thought leadership mental model, and you can actually become a knowledge entrepreneur. But since it is already finished, you can still join the next one. Okay, so today is the best time for you to take action. Don't delay this further. Take action now. So connect with Coach Giselle through 0917-586-1661 to join the Be Learning Society, which is the 10th maker of Be Learning Homes for mental fitness, where you get to enjoy 5% food and beverage discount from Big Cup Coffee Republic. You get the full access to Mental Model Masterclass by Master Coach A, which happens every fourth Saturday of the month. Plus, you benefit from a 90-minute free coaching session with senior coaches from Life Coach Philippines. So you want to be able to save the date on November 27 at 7 p.m. for our next Mental Model Masterclass, as Master Coach A will teach about Jeff Bezos Mental Model Mastery. Ayan, di ba si Jeff Bezos? Just in case you don't know who Jeff Bezos is, he is an American entrepreneur. He is a media proprietor and investor and computer engineer, and he is the founder and executive chairman of Amazon. Yan, siya po si Jeff Bezos. Now, for more information, registration assistance, connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661. Now, for individuals who intend to embark on a journey of becoming a certified life coach like us, Master Coach A offers to actively co-create life coach certification program. So this is a CPD accredited course with 40 credit units. So CPD is all about learning new things and refreshing your knowledge by doing new things. And this is what actually makes CACC Life Coach certification program the perfect track for your continuing professional development, because life coaching is actually the 21st century learning experience that is empowering professionals to enhance their skills in multiple domains, and thereby increasing their relevance and their value in an increasingly complex workplace. So the CACC course includes a 21-day web-based learning, a 3-day live coaching bootcamp with Master Coach A, and a 3-day live business bootcamp with senior coaching team. And the program package also comes with many other bonuses. So connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661 to discover the opportunities awaiting for you in this profession. And what's beautiful here is you can start going through the process. You can start already, joining the actively co-create life coach certification program with as low as $100 or 5,000 pesos only. You can already start your journey of becoming a certified life coach. So if you want to know more about this, connect with Coach Giselle at again 0917-586-1661. And again, do join us for another episode, coaching conversation later with Coach Cherry for coaching for lip formation at 2 p.m. and Coach Rizal for coaching for purposeful living at 4 p.m. So once again, this is Life Coach Candy Tang from Life Coach Philippines for coaching Think Talk, because coaches like us think and talk like this, and this is us in the Philippines. Love bomb boom, love bomb boom, love bomb boom. Bye bye. Have a blessed day.